the energy around our crown is also synonymous with our spiritual connection. What's the main thing that stops you from accessing this gift, and what do you do about it?
Yes, I'm a natural doer. So I'm one of these people who I am a serious action taker, you know, so probably one of the reasons I can be successful is because I actually take a lot of action, you know, and a lot of people who don't achieve success tend to sit in inaction, you know, they dream, but they don't take action. But because I'm a real extreme doer, like I can sometimes push myself to the limits of my energy and my time. And then I start to flip into that negative mindset, and I start to flip into kind of just not being connected to, I'm even feeling the crown here as I'm talking, because not connected to the vision. So in my business, I can start to get very stressed out. I get cranky, I get overwhelmed. And all of a sudden I lose sight of the bigger vision. So again, I have to kind of, and it happens, and I tell my clients not to do it, but we all do it. But it's the thing that gets me back is if I have a shower. I know you're going to love this story. If I go and have a shower, I don't know what it is. The water, it must be the water or the ions or something. It just connects me back to that place again. Or being out in nature, which I don't do enough. But sometimes, even when you're really busy and you think, I can't take any time off, the best thing that you can do is take some time off, because it reconnects me. That's what I find I need to do. Yeah.
It's quite interesting that you say that, because water is very cleansing. If anything, many of us therapists and yoga teachers are taught that after we teach a class or we see a client, we wash our hands to disconnect from other people's aura and come back into that state. So that's you accessing your spirituality. Yeah, it's very innate.
Yeah, I found that out kind of by accident as well, that I noticed myself on stressful days when I started working at home and I could have a shower whenever I felt like it. I found myself going for showers in the middle of the day, and I would feel refreshed and kind of reset after that. And it's the water, And
you know, one of the things that I love about you is that you really embody your work. You don't just talk about it, you really embody it. And as you know, when we're balanced in the crown chakra, we have access to information. We are able to learn and assimilate new things quite easily and in a timely manner. We have access to our spirituality. Yet when we're deficient in this chakra, we can experience a certain rigidity with our belief systems. Does this show up for you in any way personally or with any people around you?
Look, you know, we all suffer from having the odd rigid belief, you know, and falling into that space. I am quite lucky in that personally, I don't find that myself, but when I come up against other people who are like that, I find their energy starts to flood into mine, and I find that challenging. I tend to sort of push those people a little bit away.
Do you mean with your boundaries?
Yes, I will. I'm not good at saying it because I don't see the point, because people with rigid beliefs, there's probably little point in arguing with them. So instead I tend to sort of energetically, just push them aside a bit, maybe don't catch up so often, or maybe just protect my own energy, particularly if I'm coming up to something big. And I know we talked about this before doing this interview, where when you were launching your e-course, and I've launched courses online, you start to sort of cocoon yourself a little bit to protect your energy because you're about to do something big. And I find when you're about to do something big and you're taking action, and those who are quite rigid tend to not take as much action as you might take, or they have beliefs that are so strong. In that moment, you don't need that. And I find that can dampen my energy a lot. So the rigid beliefs are tricky. I find them tricky. They make me sad, actually. I was thinking about how does it make me feel? In that moment, it makes me feel sad, because it makes me feel like, oh, I was excited about my idea and somebody dampened my energy.
Yeah. Because when you're vulnerable, you're not balanced, because nobody starts an e-course thinking, yay, I hope it goes badly. None of us do. And it's also in reference to a lot of things. I see it a lot with my clients, my students, my friends, my family. No one gets married because they want to get divorced. No one tries IVF because they want it to fail. No one prepares for an interview because they don't want to get the job. No one embarks on a PhD hoping that they're going to fail, you know. So when we open ourselves up and we share this with people that aren't necessarily like-minded, we open ourselves up to being criticized. And because we're vulnerable, we're not in that sense of balance, and we have such a yearning for it to happen, we're much more susceptible to either criticism or negativity, which can really affect us.
Yeah, it does affect me, definitely. So I tend to try and, years ago I would have fought against it, whereas I'm a bit older now, and I just now protect myself against it a little bit, just shield myself a little bit, yeah.
And I think it pays tribute to that old adage of, you're only a fool. There's only ever two fools if you argue with one.